Hang on, folks. I've always wanted to do this. Alexa, play the final countdown by Europe.
The Final Countdown by Europe.
See, I just wish I had a fog machine right now. I'd make an entrance right through it. Alexa, stop. So, the final countdown, interesting choice. But there's a reason for it. And there's a reason I've got this year's Extra Life Game Day shirt on, folks. I know you've been waiting patiently. I really appreciate that, especially those of you donors who donated to the cause. I had my fundraiser out there this year. It's been a couple of months. There's been a little bit of a delay in getting this video going. Jason, I mean, I don't know who's responsible, Jason, but it took a little while to get some things together for this video. Jason. Anyway, I put a good challenge out there to you, and you guys rose to it. The challenge was, I wanted to raise $1,000. That was my ultimate goal, but my midway goal of $500 netted a special video, which is what we're doing right now, and we raised a grand total of, Alexa, drum roll please. Alexa, drum roll. $505, so just over that goal. Thank you very much to everybody who donated. Special thanks to the next 6 donors that I'm going to mention specifically. Alexa, who's your daddy?
I was made by a team of inventors at Amazon.
Alexa, I'm your daddy.
I'm not sure what outcome you expected.
For you to acknowledge it, at least. Anyway, so, ignore the other side of the paper. I got some other stuff tallied up there. Let's run down the list, because for those of you who tuned in before, you know this. For those of you who didn't, here's the deal. That $500 goal being met means I'm drinking something nasty. And as an extra incentive, anybody who donated $50 or more got to choose one of the ingredients in there. And I had enough $50 donors. I don't have to come up with any of this stuff on my own. So a huge thanks for that support, guys. It all goes to the Barbara Bush Children's Hospital right in Portland, Maine. Basically, the Extra Life fundraiser is for Children's Miracle Network hospitals, and I went with the local, well, as close to local as possible for us. There's only one in the state. So, let's, without further ado, run down this list, because I'm going to be inclined to stall here. Number 1, Nancy C. From the list said that she's not a big drinker, but horseradish vodka sounded interesting. Well, it is certainly interesting, and it's going to be interesting in combination with some of these other things. I'm going to do these one at a time. We'll start putting them in here. We're going to use the Lucky Alligator glass from my grandmother, and to measure, keep things nice and fair, I'm going to use the Franconia Notch shot glass from a nice little trip I took with my wife. A lot of nice memories around that. Hopefully it'll help me endure this ordeal here. So there we go. Split Rock, local Maine distillery. Horseradish vodka. Next up, Steve S. chose Jose Cuervo. Tequila is one of my kryptonites. You may or may not have known that, depending on which videos you have seen. I might have mentioned it in the Occulto review, and I think that might be the only one. Oh, I can already smell it being awful. Crap, I didn't grab anything to stir this with, so that's going to be interesting. Alright, TJ M. chose the Captain Morgan Loco Nut. This is a coconut flavored shot, is what they call it. So I'm not sure if there's any actual Captain Morgan rum in there or not. Next up, my mother. Gotta love Mom. $50 donator, and she said she'd like to see me drink water. Yeah, I'll drink some water later. Took a little artistic license, Mom. I am drinking water. Fire water, to be specific. Oh, crap, I think the Loco Nut's already starting to separate with the other liquors in there. This is going to add a little color to this mess. And some extra aroma. Oh, look, it's pink. Looks like Pepto-Bismol, actually. Which is kind of ironic, because I have a feeling I'm going to be chugging some Pepto after this is over. And then Andy P. Biggest donator of the entire campaign. Thank you very much. And fuck you very much. I should have known I wasn't going to get away without having to drink Allen's. If Jose and tequila in general is one of my kryptonites, this is another. I have had some rough nights on this stuff. Hey, by the way, the fuck you. You know that was all out of love, right? Good. Oop, oop, oop. Spilled a little. So we'll just, there you go. That should be enough to cover it. Got some on my thumb, too. Alright, and finally, Jason H. Have I mentioned his name earlier in this video? I might have. This is Santa Sack limited release barrel-aged red ale from local Maine brewery Funky Bow. Now this was kind of a double here because it was my Christmas gift and he suggested this be the item that go into the drink. So, little beer to thin out the mix. Not bad. So, each individually, none of these is all that horrible. I mean, maybe with the exception of the Allens and the Jose. But altogether, what are we going to get here? So, just to recap, we have a vodka infused with horseradish. We've got a burn on the other end of the spectrum, which is cinnamon liqueur with firewater. Tequila from Jose. Coconut from Captain Morgan's Loco Nut. A nice, delicious barrel-aged beer with some bourbon notes from Funky Bow. And coffee-flavored brandy. So let's see, coffee, coconut, not a bad combo together, but let's add cinnamon and horseradish and see what happens. Beer, good. Beer with all this liquor, probably bad. Jose, just bad altogether for me. Oh, it smells evil. Oof. I should be using the Necronomicon as a coaster or something. Holy shit. I can't even place the odor. It's just wafting up into the nostrils, into the back of the throat, and just... It's just awful. Like... Interestingly enough, it smells like au jus gone bad. enough stalling. Alexa, play Death March.
Death March by the Black Angels.
Alexa, stop. Not what I had in mind. Alright, Alexa, play Taps.
Taps with orchestration by U.S. Marine Band.
Good enough. Cheers, folks. Alexa, stop. I think I got lucky here. The awfulness seems to be canceling itself out. Seriously, between the Allens and the coconut, I'm getting a sweet flavor up front. And then there's a burn from the cinnamon and the horseradish. It was fine on the first sip. I made the mistake of inhaling before the second. Now that smell is in the taste and it's awful. Let's get the rest of this down. Yep, now that taste is coming through. I've never eaten rotten meat, but it's like a steak that's been left out in the sun for a couple of days. And then there's that weird au jus aroma coming up through. It's like some kind of burnt meat juice, which is really weird. Really, really weird. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm going to chase this next sip with a little chaser. A couple of Excedrin migraine and an Aleve, because guess what? I'm pretty sure I'm going to be happy I took this ahead of time in the morning. It's getting worse. Oh, God. Probably going to have to chew on a handful of Tums, too, just in case, because I can feel it. All these little ingredients kind of fighting each other in there. Well, that and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots of booze this quick. Probably not the best idea in the world, but I've done worse. Of course, it was in my younger days. God, don't talk. Oh, it's getting... I think all the nastiness seeped to the bottom. Because now I'm starting to get the tequila flavor. And, oh, man. Tequila and vodka apparently do not like each other. Oh, as soon as I go to swallow, as it rests on the tongue, it's fine, but as soon as it hits the back of the palate and comes up through the nose, it's... Ugh. God. It's like, I don't know, it's indescribable. But I'm gagging like a... Well, not gagging, but it's like I can feel the gag reflex wanting to kick in. And it's almost like I want to snort it through my nose to get rid of it, but... Yeah, interesting label in the back there that I never noticed before. But, God, why am I getting distracted? Maybe I'm getting drunk already. But anyway, to follow up on what I was saying, that those fumes hit the back of the throat, and they come up through the palate, and I can feel the gag reflex wanting to kick in, but... The burps aren't too bad. There's the tequila. Oh. Oh, that's the tequila. Oh, Jose, you are a prick. Jose Cuervo, you are no friend of mine. Some of you will understand the reference there, others won't. I mean, in appearance, it's almost like a muddy Bloody Mary. So we got one of the ingredients of a Bloody Mary right there, the vodka. By the way, the horseradish vodka, very, very good with a spicy Bloody Mary mix. Gives you a nice spicy Bloody Mary, if you like Bloody Marys. I'm not a big fan, but the only way to drink that horseradish vodka is with a spicy Bloody Mary mix. Shooting it, it's alright, but it just gives you that horseradish burn, and it's kind of icky. I'm working on it. The tequila's gone now. I'm getting the Allens. It's like this carnival of flavors all competing for space on my tongue, and nobody's winning. Except the sick kids. Ugh. Oh, the residue on the lips is bad. I'm surprised my mustache isn't like fucking falling out. Sorry, I try to keep these extra life videos free of swears, but it ain't happening today. Oh, man. It's starting to hit me now. Not just the flavor and everything else. I'm starting to get the nice heavy buzz going. Oh, yeah. Whew. Alright. Last couple of sips here. I gotta tell you, there's a great song out there by, I think it's Casey and the Sunshine Band. And I used to like it. It was nice and upbeat. And I still like it, but ever since seeing the first Kingsman movie, it holds a special place in my heart because it's a song of celebration and yet now utter chaos now that I associate it with that movie. So, as we finish this up, oh man, so many copyright violations in this video, but that's okay, I'm not going to place ads on it anyway. So, Alexa, play Baby Give It Up.
Here's a sample of Baby Give It Up by Tony Lowe.
A sample? I guess it fits. I wanted like the no, but the sample works because hey, it was just long enough that I didn't waste too much of your time. So that's that for this year. We will most likely be doing this again next year, folks. So get those checkbooks, those debit cards, and those credit cards ready because I challenge you to give me something even worse. This was pretty horrid, but I made it through. So again, Big thank you to Andy P. By the way, check him out on YouTube at Home Paint Night and Robin Hood Dividends. A couple of channels he had going there. I think he's still updating at least the Robin Hood Dividends, but he's got some great material. Give him some views, please. Nancy C. My mom. Love you, Mom. I know you love me too, even though I kind of fucked you over here, but you're used to that. And you still love me. Steve S. Thank you for your regular viewership and for your donation. TJ M. Thank you for your donation and your regular viewership. And Jason H. Thanks for your donation, your lifelong friendship, and always being there to help me move. Without asking me to reciprocate, by the way. I would have been there for you. And for taking your sweet ass time with the beer and helping me prepare for this whole mess. Because I had a good 2 months. I promise not to harass you so bad about it next year. Oh, that's so much better. I'm going to finish this up tonight. But seriously, thank you very, very much, folks. And look, this was awful. This was an awful experience, but there's a reason I did it. Barbara Bush Children's Hospital, part of the CMN, Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. They do some great work. The staff there is awesome. And, I've had a niece who's had to have some services there. I've had some children of close family friends who have had to have some services there. And again, it's just the staff, the facility, and everything is set up, and it's very amazing. The words can't describe it. It's a worthy cause. Let's leave it at that. I don't do a lot of charity work. Matter of fact, most of the year I'm a complete asshole. And a selfish one at that. But when the opportunity came up to do something good for the Barbara Bush Children's Hospital, I went ahead and did it. 24-hour gaming marathon. It ain't no 5K race, okay? I'm sitting on my fat ass playing video games for 24 hours. But you all pledged me to do so. And I appreciate the fact that we hit that $500 mark this year. Next year, I'm going to set the fundraising goal of $1,000 again. Let's do it. I might set the challenge at $750 next year. I don't know. I might need that extra incentive to do something this nasty again. Because don't let the video fool you. That was awful. It's very awful. The only reason I was able to do it in the first place is because, well, I don't know why I was able to do it. It wasn't pleasant. But again, I'm perfectly willing to do it, and I'm happy to do it. And I'm happy to do it again next year. But stay tuned to the channel. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And when next year's Extra Life fundraiser rolls around, I will give you some info. I'll give you some info on the donations, and we'll see what I set the potion of nastiness goal at next year. If you need any indication as to how nasty this is, listen while I try to peel this glass up from the residue left behind from it. I don't know if the microphone's sensitive enough to pick that up, but where it's dry. See, this wet part's not so bad. But did you see that? That is the sign of true nastiness, folks. Where it's partially dried, this combination is like fucking glue. I don't think it'll hold up to me trying to lift this off the table, but yeah. That's in my gut right now, and it's going to make its way through my liver. And you can see throughout this video how fast I'm getting drunk off of this. I mean, yes, I'm sipping on the beer afterwards, but that's minor compared to this stuff. Anyway, I digress. Thank you very much to everybody I've mentioned donating. Thank you to those people I didn't mention donating. I know, $50 or more. These guys got a special mention, but I really appreciate all my donors. Even a dollar donation helps. So next year, stay tuned to the channel. Stay tuned to my Twitch stream, Facebook page, The Mighty Plantain. I will be announcing your opportunity to donate to the cause. I really appreciate you guys, your viewership, your subscriptions, and I especially appreciate your donations to my Extra Life fundraiser. This little concoction has made me drunk enough to ramble, so I'm going to cut it off here. One last thank you. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.